Alright guys, so cleaning out another stack of cages, so I'm going to get these snakes out one by one here in these tubs. I've got 3 other snakes, but all 4 of these will be reticulated pythons. And the one I have here, this is just a normal or a wild type male. He's pretty moody right now. He's in breed mode. He hatched in 2014, so he's 3 years old, and he's going nuts right now. I've got mature females in there, and he set this guy down, and all he does is throw arches. So he's pretty jumpy. When you get him out of the cage, he's thrashing around and jerking around and all that stuff. You set him down, anything he rubs up against, he'll arch his back and move it around. I think I put up a video the other day of him moving around a little bit, crawling around on the floor. But this snake is 3 years old. It's a male. It's a reticulated python. His name's Mickey. I think he's around 35 pounds, something like that. Maybe 12 feet, maybe bigger. Oh, he's squeezing too. Here in a moment, I'm going to get out the snake that bit me the other day, but he was just, it's just how they are sometimes. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to see some of these things with me holding them. I'm 5'8" and 240 pounds, 245 pounds. Kind of give you a reference to the size of these snakes. I really like the normals. I think they're some of the most beautiful snakes. No genetics involved, just a wild type. This is what you'd see in the wild, typically. He's a hot mess right now. So we can get a close up. You can see his pattern. And it's hot in here. It's about 85 degrees here in the house. I don't run the air conditioner at all. Inside the room where I keep these, I keep the room shut up. I vent it out sometimes, crack the windows. It's going to be a hot day, but I run a 7-gallon humidifier in there non-stop. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. And I've had this snake since he was a little bitty hatchling. So 3 years ago I got him, and he was about that big around and about that long. Three years old. And he feeds on jumbo rats, that's it. I tried to give him a rabbit the other day. It's been a few weeks. Tried a live rabbit, and it was probably a 6 or 7 pound rabbit, and he immediately, it was his first time, he struck at it, bit it, went to coil, and that rabbit went to kicking, and it scared him, which I think it scared him, kind of startled him, and he let go, and he doesn't want nothing to do with rabbits now, believe it or not. So, as of now, he just eats jumbo rats, which is fine. I don't have a shortage of those. It's been about 2 weeks since he last ate. Actually, it's been longer than that, because last feeding he was in shed, so he didn't want anything. So, he'd probably eat something now. Very beautiful animal. His head's buttered up a little bit from him pushing. You guys can see this or not. He's got like a little mass on top of his head where he's been, I think there's some scar tissue in there or something. But just how they get, they want to breed. Okay, I'm gonna pause the camera, put him away, and we'll get another snake out. Okay, for the next snake I'm gonna get out is the sunfire. Let's see where he's at. Yeah, last time I had him out, I turned him loose to clean his cage, and that's how I was picking him up. He popped me on my leg, so here he is. We'll see how this goes. They're kind of testy, so. We'll see what happens. This is a snake that bit me last time. I was picking him up, holding him like this, and he latched onto my leg, so I'm just going to treat him like normal. And you got to remember, it's just a snake, so he's in the same mood right now. He wants to breed, so you've got to be, kind of got to be extra cautious with them, getting them out. They're just they get real testy, But this is him. This is a sunfire reticulated python. His name's Lincoln because he's got like this copperish tone to him. He's like a normal pattern, but the color's slightly different. So, and he's shed out. So from last week to now, he's got new skin. But he hatched in 2014. He's the same age as the first snake I got out, and you can see how he is. They're just real wound up. So the snake will be a snake. He's the same way. You touch him and he jumps. He's got the hormones flowing right now. He's around 30 pounds, or 27 and a half pounds, and at least 10 foot, I'd say. But you can see how they act. My two females I'm going to get out, they're totally different than these first two snakes. But, yeah. He's smelling me, checking me out. He may smell that other male on me. May do something. Last time I had these two turned out, this one and the one before him, Mickey, and they come across each other's paths in the hallway, and they did not like it. They were banging up against each other, flopping around. They didn't bite each other, which is good, but I got to be careful when you. Usually I don't turn two males loose, but anyway, see if I can get him to let go of my leg. Okay guys, we'll pause the camera and we will put him away. Alright, for the next snake, what I've got in here is another reticulated python, and the female, this is a white phase albino, platinum or fire reticulated python. Just a normal, I guess you would call it normal, it's albino, but this one, she's 2013, so she's 4 years old, and she's around close to 70 pounds. But she just shed out the other day. And also you can see she's bumped her head and got a little scab on her head, so hopefully within a couple more sheds that will heal up. She's got a beautiful head on her. It's all pretty solid white. And she's around, I'd say, going on 15 feet now. Hopefully that little scab on her head will clear up within the next shed. That's just from pushing a little bit. It's no biggie. And I've been feeding this snake 7-pound rabbits, 8-pound, or as big as a rabbit as I have. So, and it's been about probably 4 weeks since she's eaten last. I tried to feed her, and last week she refused. She didn't want anything, or 2 weeks ago. So come here in the next couple days, once the other cages are cleaned, I'm gonna try to give her another rabbit. Hopefully she'll eat. This girl's name's Saffron. And that's just normal breathing. She's not hissing or anything like that. She's just taking a deep breath of air. Get her off of my foot. There we go. I don't want to step on her. Close up of her. So I've had this, once again, this snake, I've had her since she was a hatchling, this big around and that long. So usually fed her once a week on rats. Now she's up to rabbits. But it's been like 4 weeks since she's eaten last, so which is totally fine. Okay guys, I'm going to put her up and we'll move on to the next snake. Okay, for the last snake, I've got another reticulated python, and she hatched in 2013 or 2014, so she's 3 years old. And this one in here is a purple phase albino motley, M-O-T-L-E-Y, motley reticulated python. She's in the shed right now, so. She's always been a pretty good snake. Now with this snake, when I get her out of the cage, I use a hook. I gotta tap her with a hook, because she will come flying out with her mouth open. And then once she realizes it's not feed time, then she's cool. Once you get her out of the cage, you can turn her loose and let her do her thing and walk up to her, pick her up without any problems at all. Usually she's always calm. You touch her and she doesn't flinch or jerk or anything like that. This girl's name's Jellybean. So she's in the shed. She's eating rabbits also, around about a 5-pound rabbit or less. Seems like the larger, I can't give her too big of a meal because her heart swells up pretty good. I think she has an enlarged heart. If you guys can see the lump right in here. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I'm just going to continue on taking care of her. Another great snake. Fall girl. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this next video of my next 4 snakes. Here in the next couple days I'm going to try to do at least 2 more videos and get out each snake out that are in each cage stack, and so you guys can see up close all of my snakes. So have a good night.